It's me. I'm there. Whoa. I wanted to stream a video game. Actually wanted to stream a video game like, way earlier in the day. But it just wasn't really available. And also the day before. But similarly, while I was available, stream was not. And so I was unable to. I felt, pain because the last, 4 days or something, most of the week, up until Saturday, my internet was sitting, like, right on the edge of the... I don't have this set up to the right game. Probably help if I did that. My internet was right on the edge of going over my monthly bandwidth allowance, so I wasn't able to do shit. And that sucked, because I really wanted to stream at that time. That's like every day between the last stream I did and Saturday, and then Saturday stream was super busy, and I guess technically it's yesterday now. Sunday was the stream was super busy. So I haven't really had the opportunity. And I was gonna go to bed, because I need to go to bed. I'm lowering difficulty, because I actually want to see the new DLC. But, I don't know, I'm gonna do a stream. Probably a really short stream here. To try and get a look at the DLC shit. A little bit. So I should be all prepped to get into it. And that would be it. Not that people here know this game well enough to know what's new. But you know, it's cool stuff. I don't know what the fuck I want to do. This run. That's I know what that is. That's the skewer? Yeah, the meat skewer. We'll just... I don't like this weapon. There was a time very early on in this game's development where that weapon was really funny. Just because it did a whole heckin' lot of damage at close range. I guess technically we're red, right? And there was specifically, I liked to combo it with an ability that lets you teleport behind the nearest enemy, and so I would just teleport behind enemies and then shoot them with my melee range bow for massive damage. That was silly. I'm sure it technically still works, just not as well as it used to, because there's no way that weapon is as strong as it used to be. I can take any path to get where I'm going right now. Also, I just remembered that I need to get a boss cell, but I can't do that on this difficulty. But, I need to remember that. That to get the next boss cell, I need to fight the giants. Instead of going to the end, because I went through and beat the hand on the highest difficulty I have available. That is a challenge room that I just missed, or walked past. And didn't get the boss cell and was super confused about it because I had no reason not to. Because it did everything that you would normally do to get it. But I looked it up, and as it turns out, you need to beat the giant for the 5th cell, not the hand. Which is extra special weird because the giant is DLC. Though, actually, I think that was one of the free DLC packs, so maybe it's just DLC, but that was them completing the game, as is a thing that happens sometimes in games. I don't know, it's been a while since these releases happened. I've been playing this game for a long time. I say being just absolutely terrible. My god. 2-cell difficulty is so forgiving. I would be... Actually, what, I messed up 3 times during that? I'd probably be dead on 4-cell. Hey look, it's this guy. I don't think this guy's very good. This is a new DLC thing. It's the only one that I have. You get it on your way to the DLC. But as from what I've seen of him, he's not very strong. Even his critical hits don't really seem to do that much. He's passive, so you don't really have to, like, throw him out or anything, but There's an achievement associated with him. Well, another achievement, because I got the one for growing him. But there's one for having both him and the mushroom at the same time. Because that's both of the only 2 pets in the game. Another part of me streaming now is that I don't know whether I'm going to be able to later. I guess technically today, but you know what I mean, the thing. Yeah, I got that for beating him on 4-cell. But later today, whatever, Monday, I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone today. I have shit. I have work starting at 11. Is why I'm probably should be asleep right now, but I'm not. Let's take vengeance. Vengeance is good because I'm probably gonna get hit a lot. I have a shield. Also, like, none of the teleporting enemies are gonna be in the game right now. Except for the ones that are here on base difficulty. The ones that are here on normal mode are actually, obviously, still around. But those are also, like, one of the only teleporting enemies in the game at that difficulty. I think the sword guys here and the, like, backstabbing rogue type enemies. Those guys, actually. I didn't realize they showed up here this early. But yeah, these guys can teleport, and that guy down there can teleport. But I think that's it for teleporting enemies. Ah! I fucked that up. God, this weapon is weird. I think I explained this the last time I streamed, because I think I also used this weapon at one point the last time I streamed. This is very fast, which makes it kind of fun. You can't mash the attack button with it because it will actually miss. You'll see me slip past enemies and then swing at nothing. And that's because I'm pressing the button too fast. Because the game is weird with this weapon. You have to, like, give him a moment to turn around and get into position, and then... Oh, that was close. If that had been on a higher difficulty, that bomb would have split. And that wouldn't have worked. Ooh, okay. I should really be throwing these grenades more. I don't know why I'm not. Probably because I haven't played the game in a little bit. Need to get used to throwing skills out being just a generally good idea. I'm not going to buy anything this early. I don't need to replace my things. Oh, what? Oh, it's probably from playing Elden Ring, I guess. I keep trying to use the Y button on my controller to, do things. That isn't the button that does that. Oop, okay. Well, there we go. And you've got that weird issue where if the weapon runs into the wall like that, it doesn't always turn you around because the enemy is in a weird position and so are you. And so you will sometimes just continue attacking into the wall, which, you know, doesn't really work. And generally attacking enemies right up against walls isn't a terribly good idea in this game. Because, like, you and the enemy cannot occupy the same space, and the game will, push you apart. Which makes sense, but also, sucks. Because it can put you into a weird position where you either get pushed into a trap or into an enemy's attack that you would have been able to evade, and make your dodge roll go all weird, and extend its distance in a way that you don't want it to, or rather don't expect it to, and therefore it fucks you over. Because anything that you don't expect is bad. Oh, okay, you're invincible. There's nothing over here. Oop. thing. Which tells me everything that is left in the area, which is not much of anything. Let's just pick an exit at this point. That one is a little too situational, because most of the time enemies are not up against walls. I'll just stick with what I've got until I can, at a higher level room, pick up something that's gooder. Ah! Thought I would have hit that enemy, but it was off the ground. Okay, I don't know which area is this. I just need to get to the castle. That's fine. I should be fine to go through this area. I'll do it a lot because there's not really much here, and yeah, that's about it. Most of the enemies aren't horrible, they've just got some weird stuff. And the like mid-boss type enemies usually unless I have really good gear for it, tend to mess me up. Some bad. Ooh, I don't know. Health regen's always nice. But I feel like it really doesn't give you much. Not unless I'm going green. That's not bad. It just let me throw out bombs more often, basically. Or switch out those skills for something else, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe that. Take Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct's pretty good. Melee is also pretty decent. Though, I mean, I'm not really using my shield much, but if you're doing much blocking or parrying, if you're aiming for parries, slow can be really, really terrible. It's much like in most games, if you've got the timing for an attack figured out and the attack suddenly becomes slower, it becomes harder to parry. Rather than easier. Ah. That did a lot of damage. Okay. I'm fine. But yeah, I've got nowhere to, or no way to regain health unless I'm doing different things than what I'm doing. Those big guys can teleport. That's another normal mode enemy that can. And these guys, the like slug dudes. If I had higher damage on this thing... I mean, it's not like I'm having much trouble killing things, but higher damage on this thing would basically mean I wouldn't have to do a second combo against those guys. That's a regular rapier. It is a lot more damage, though. I won't be going as fast. But it kind of halves a similar effect. It has a similar effect in that it gains the bonus damage immediately. Is it just on roll? It's, yeah, a critical hit immediately after a roll or parry. So you can do big damage by countering. I'm not picking that up because I'm bad. Actually, you know what? I am picking that up because even if I'm bad, I'm gonna risk it for the bonus. Scroll. And now watch me get hit by the next enemy I run into. Instantly dying. Oh God. Yeah, okay, there you go. It had to be a room full of dart shooters. Because of course, why else would there be anything? I picked up a curse. It would be silly of me to expect anything else. Ooh, big sword. That set on the right would be very fast, but I don't know about using... I really wish that yellow spear there is really fun because you throw it and then you hit the button again to teleport to it. And I really like that weapon. But it's purple, and most purple things are range-oriented, and it's a very, like, good for melee type of weapon because it lets you teleport all over the place into enemies. You can use it defensively, I guess, but yeah, no, I don't like this weapon at all. I would rather sell it for 1 gold than actually use it. I have no idea why anybody would ever want it. It essentially, like, disables you. Because it makes you just float. Meanwhile, greatsword is, be fun. An ice bow used to be meta for every situation. It's still really good. Just maybe not as good as it used to be. I think only because it has ammo. There was a time when it... Oh wait, maybe it did always have ammo? I don't remember. I think it didn't have ammo at one point. I could be misremembering. But it was something like that. That, like, just... It was just really good. Or maybe I'm thinking, like, way back when... weapons, like, just kind of function differently. Or rather, upgrades function differently. When green was health and red was damage and purple was cooldowns. That is accurate, and not how I'm playing right now. There's a reason why I tend to do better with green builds than, green and purple builds rather than red. Ooh, giant killer. I beat the game with a giant killer. I don't think it's that good this early on. But fuck it, I'll take it. It's faster and it's cool. Giant killer's gimmick is that it does critical hits and really heavy damage critical hits against bosses and elites. I would pick up a shield for the parrot for what doesn't kill me, because that's just a really, really, really good ability. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything that I'm super interested in right this second. Soldier's Resistance, which I take often on green builds. I'm gonna take this and then basically just slot in the first shield I find and get rid of the thing, which is probably why I just don't really tend to use Ice Bow as much anymore. I just like using shields. Not that I ever block, I just only ever parry, but point is, I do like the shields. Yeah, as far as green weapons go, Giant Slayer's not too slow. Ooh, that was close. Oh, right, and I think one of the things that made Ice Bow less good is that, like, Hand of the King can't be frozen anymore. It used to only last for a moment, but you could, like, keep freezing him repeatedly and get your arrows back. So that you could just have him frozen forever, essentially. And yeah, that's how fast it kills elites. But, that don't work no more. On account of he's actually just flat out immune to freezing now. He can still be slowed. But, again, like, changing the speed of his attacks is of debatable worth. Since if you are used to fighting him at normal speed and then suddenly his attacks come out at different speeds, it can be bad. I will say the ice weapons, in general, tend to be interesting in that they are one of the items that works regardless of what color you're using, even on a purple build, which, like, none of them have purple coloring. They're still, like, totally viable. Because they don't deal damage, so you don't need... they deal damage, but they deal such a small amount of damage, even when you have, like, 20 scrolls of a given color, that it doesn't matter what type of build you're on. The thing that you get out of them is that they freeze things. And also they give you free damage reduction, which I feel makes a huge difference later on in the game. Probably less important now because I can actually survive a few hits. But later on, even with like well over 10,000 health and every other possible advantage, that like up to 10% damage reduction per slot gets to be a pretty major bonus. Especially because you get, you know, 10% DR from like an ice grenade, then you get another 10% from ice armor, which also gives you one free hit when you have it active. God, I am just horrible right now. What the hell is wrong with me? Another 10% damage reduction from ice armor, which gives you a free hit. And then another 15% damage reduction from your amulet. So you can get, you know, 35%. Which is pretty good. Especially if you then, you know, use a shield, which gives you like 75% damage reduction when you hold it up. They don't stack up, you know, quite in the way that would come out to 100, but, you know, it's 75% off of the already 35% reduced. I actually don't like any of what's on here. I don't hate the fists or the boomerang. But that sword is not one that I would ever... Nah, I'm gonna use it. Fuck it. Whatever. I don't care. I'll use it. I'm dumb. If I get hit, I die. Just don't get hit. Sucks that it's red, though. I feel like it should just be like every color. Like it should be a natively colorless weapon. So you can pivot to it from any build, or maybe that's why they made it red, so that you can't pivot to it from any build, but I don't know. It's... I feel like you should be able to use it on a green build, where you focus on parrying things perfectly, rather than just not getting hit, which technically you can do perfect parries still, with red. I guess at least some of the mods, the anything that heals you. There we go. We're gone. We're done. But yeah, anything that heals you is basically, like, worthless. If you're using Cursed Sword. I like the healing abilities a lot, but... Just give it right back to me, huh? Oh, it poisons the enemy. That's... I mean, that's... It works, I guess. I just don't think that's a good idea. Barcode scanned the same way, upside down. That's, I mean, yeah. Top and bottom aren't any different. That would make sense. Oh, that is not free boomer wanger. Should I pick up? Yeah, I'll pick it up anyway. Fuck it. There we go. Now, if I can manage to not suck and die in the toxic sewers, maybe I can progress a little bit. Since I'm playing on a lower difficulty, you would think that I wouldn't suck so bad. But you'd be wrong. Wow. All my shit's purple. What's up with that? I don't have anything that burns. Well, that's annoying. Also, yeah, I would never, ever come here with Cursed Sword. One mistake anywhere and you know, take a single point of poison damage and die instantly. Because you touched the water. Not that I take the Cursed Sword anywhere to begin with, but you know. Might actually be interesting. I never do anything with the custom mode in this game, but it might be interesting. I'm pretty sure you can set yourself up to, like, have a specific weapon, basically. Like, you can only have this one weapon. It'd be interesting to, like, basically give myself a cursed sword and just, like, try to do runs that way. That could be something to do. Or other type of, you know, gimmicky weapons. Do it to learn weapons, maybe. There are some weapons that I am really bad with that I know that feel like they should be good. Or could be good if I was better at them, but I don't get them frequently enough to make it worth it. And I usually don't like sacrificing a run to a weapon that I'm not familiar with. Bye-bye, Owl. There's, like, Rhythm and Bouzouki feels like it should be good, because it gives you critical hits for doing timed attacks, but I think it's a little bit too slow to make that really good. But it also might just be that I get too focused on the idea of, like, getting those timed hits. And I end up screwing myself over for it. Honestly, initially I was never a big fan of the tombstone weapon, but after using it on that one run, it's now one of my favorite green weapons. Like, it is so good in the right situation, especially on higher difficulties. You end up running into enemies or, like, really tightly packed groups of enemies, and all you need to do is kill one guy, and suddenly the entire group just breaks apart. Or, like, every single enemy just suddenly dies. Plus, it hits shit through walls when they can't see you, and it's just, like, real cool for that. I see another scroll, so I need to go get that. Also some free money. Stun Scroll's another one of those. It works on a few, or Stun Scroll, Stun Grenade. It works on a few enemies, things that cannot be damaged or cannot be frozen. It's good for. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna stick with what I've got. Just gonna do this. There is no other weapon in the game that can do that. Attack up or attack and move at the same time. Wow, I am just dying right now, huh? That sucked. Ew. Money, but I don't need to go there. Go to ramparts. Sure. Route does not particularly matter right now. Ramparts link to... Oh, wow, I got both? I know I was going pretty... Oh yeah, I did get 60 during that, didn't I? And I was going pretty fast through most of it, so I guess I managed it. Like 24 seconds. I don't think I've hit that 8-minute mark for a long time. That's a fun weapon, but nah, I don't think I want that. Oops. I also have not touched my fucking boomerang. And I really should be using that. It actually does quite a lot of damage. Combo. Combo's good. Especially when you're going fast. Jumping from enemy to enemy super quick. I don't remember what the time limit for beating Concierge is. Because I never get it anymore. But now I technically could. Gotta be closer to getting it now than I've been in a long time. Ooh, that was close. And this weapon's fun. Something as simple as being able to attack and move at the same time. And being able to attack up and down. Changes so much about the way this game plays. You can just attack and move in ways that you don't otherwise have the option to do. Plus, I'm just setting everything on fire. Which you can do a lot of the time anyway, but, you know. Ah, I fucked up, and there goes a lot of my health. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good. Does not take much. But really just... What the heck? Why is this... Get that out of here. Okay, yep. That is something that I actually really hate about this game. The fact that I was on the ground for that long. You just can't do anything if you fall like that. Everybody asks me when this game added hats. It's had skins for a while. And this hat came as the skin that you get for beating one of the bosses in one of the DLCs. Then there's gonna be a lot in this game that you haven't seen if you've only seen up to the first DLC. So I have the most recent DLC now, which is what I am trying to get into. But I'm also playing on 2-cell difficulty, which is a lot lower than I would normally be, since I was trying to get... Technically, I've beat the game on 4-cell difficulty, but as it turns out, that isn't how you get the 5th boss cell. You need to beat the Giant, which is the boss of one of the DLCs, in order to get that. I believe the Giant DLC was a free one, though. Might have been the first one. I don't actually remember. But I can't get into, like, what is technically the final zone of the game and the true ending of the game until I've gotten that. So I need to, you know, get there. And do that. But that isn't what this run is about, because I can't get a boss cell on this run, because this is not a max difficulty run. Weird thing about the Giant Killer, you can't put it in your backpack. Really sucks, because that is exactly where I would always put it. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm using the Hollow Knight weapon, which is really fucking fun, because you can move while attacking, you can attack down, you can attack up, it crits on upward attacks, and bounces. And it is... quite possibly the most fun weapon in the game. One of the most fun weapons in the game, for sure. So you have so much mobility with it. Yeah, most weapons are pretty static. There's some weapons that move you around, and I would actually consider most of those to be really dangerous. Unless you really know what you're doing with them. Okay, that'll take me to the boss. Also, popping enemies up with this usually interrupts them. Keeps them from doing anything. Doesn't always work, though. Some enemies do not care. Alright, so I can go down there. Oh, I don't think there's a second exit to this area on 2-cell. I think you have to be on a higher difficulty for that. I think there's like 3 exits to this place on 4-cell. I don't know when that kicks in, but clearly it's not this early. So I was thinking of going to Conjunctivius, but I guess Black Bridge will be fine. And unless I can find another nail, I'm probably going to be replacing this at some point. Just because attack power scaling. I need a higher level weapon. Also, you get this, right? Devoted Hand of the King outfit. Scarecrow outfits are only numbered. I think every other boss has, like, names for all the outfits. But Scarecrow outfits only have Scarecrow 1 through 5. That is because all I have left to get outside of the new DLC is costumes. And I think, like, 1 mutation. 1 or 2. I have virtually everything. Vengeance would be really good. I was thinking of getting Frenzy, but I don't feel like I really need it. I may have played this game a fair deal. I'd stopped playing it for a really long time. And then I started playing it a bit more recently. Because when the newest DLC was announced, the game kind of came back onto my radar, and I decided, yeah, you know, I'll stream it one night. And then I did that, and then I started playing the game more regularly again. Elden Ring's been taking up all of my fucking time for everything, though, so, you know. Oop! I thought I was up in the air. Ow. Oops. Easy. The powerful unsheathes katana. That is not much stronger than my current weapon. It actually has a lower % damage bonus. I think S gives you a pretty hefty boost. I just kind of want to use this, though, because it's another funny weapon. Does that. Oh, right. You actually have to press a button to move on to the next area. I might be under the time limit for the special door here. I definitely didn't do that fight without getting hit. No, I'm not. It's 15 minutes. You got nothing for me. Only gives 12 cells on this difficulty. Alright, what do we have access to from here? We have Stilt Village, which I'm not a huge fan of, frankly. Fractured Shrines, which is would take me over to the Scarecrow. But I consider those areas... Well, Fractured Shrines is probably more difficult than Undying Shores, but not too hard. Slumbering Sanctuary... I feel like I don't really have a great handle on exactly one of the enemies there. So maybe we'll go here. Nah, I feel like going to... I'm just gonna stick with the vanilla zones. We'll go to Stilt Village. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Okay, I need to regen some. That didn't work. There it is. God, it's so bad at getting their hits for some reason. Health steal tiny. Teeny tiny. Oh, I can actually farm health off of these guys. That's kind of fucked up. Okay, that's good. Well, that didn't work at all. Also not sure why this weapon sometimes charges really, really fast. The health drain from this mutation is not very good, honestly. I'm not sure if it's really even worth taking. I haven't been able to really pay it really close attention to my health, so I'm not sure how much I'm healing. But by dodging an attack at the last minute, I get a buff that allows me to steal health from things. I don't know how much health I steal, though. I mean, that was actually not a bad amount of health there. That was a pretty decent boost. So maybe it's not too bad. But doing it that way is not very fast now. It's not what doesn't kill me. The best health gaining perk in the game. Ah, he did it to me too. That perk gives you back a percentage of your max HP every time you parry an attack. Once per enemy, though. So you can't just farm a single enemy. You used to be able to. I know there was a point before they patched it out that you could actually just farm a single enemy that was easy to parry for all of your health back. It would just take a little while. Well, that worked. I took a lot of damage, but then I got all of my health back because that attack is good. That attack also seems to give me back quite a lot of my health. Since the health steal is based on the quality of the attack. The more damage you deal, the more health you get back. And it seems that it works a hell of a lot better that way. I mean... Oh, I hit green. Why did I hit green? That ain't what I want. What is over there? How do I get over there? I think I only have one key. There's another one there. But, yeah, there's not a way out the back, because they're... Don't see anything. Looking to see if there's, like, a spot I can go through the wall. Doesn't look like it. I don't know how I get over there. I feel like I must have been there before, though, at some point. Huh. Weird. I could go to Clock Tower. I'm not sure where the other place leads me. I'd also need a key down there, so fuck it, I'll go to Clock Tower. I wasn't using that 50% damage bonus anyway. Also, I keep not using my boomerang. Oh, oops. That's the wrong button. I want that one. I need to use my boomerang more. Even if it's not very good right now, because it's purple and at the same level I got it. Whoa. I guess really I need to replace my boomerang with something, because... I fucked up. Because that's just not going to hurt things. How do I do that? I wish I knew what triggered that. Or if it's just random. Because sometimes it just comes out so fast, and other times it feels like it takes forever. Yeah, that was me fucking up hard. Alright. No. Even though that would technically be a better weapon than this, I don't like that weapon. Better weapon than my, huh. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I don't... As far as I know, there's no, like, way to trigger it, but sometimes it just goes really, really fast, and then other times it is slow as fuck. That's an option. Firebrands is pretty cool. I could try to get bonus damage on burn as well. That would be really nice. Yeah, let's go with that. This is something I can just throw at shit. Oh, cool, I got the key already. Still want scrolls, but I can technically, like, leave. Go to the boss as soon as I see the room. Okay, it's right here. No, okay. For a second there, I thought it was, like, activating because I was charging in the air and then would land. Holy shit! Nope, didn't do it that time. Okay. How the hell am I doing that? think it has something to do with ledges then. Yeah, it's ledges. It's a ledge thing. I swear I've had it happen when I wasn't climbing a ledge, but... Of course. Of course. I see you there. I did say it's a cool weapon that doesn't really need to worry about scaling. Oh, here's the one from Boner Game. Skeletron. I don't like this weapon that much. Feels weird to use. And its crit condition, or rather its critical hits, I feel don't do great damage and locks you into a long animation. Relatively long compared to some other weapons. Yeah, Terraria. I can't remember the name of the game right now. Skull! It's that simple. You would think I would remember it because I actually played the hell out of that game. But then it kind of, I think there were updates since the last time I played it, but I did kind of do everything in the game, I feel, relatively quickly as well. It just kind of ended for me. I'd kind of just like more grenades, frankly. I like my grenades. This is a little bit stronger. When I say a little bit, I mean, yeah, really just like very, very small amount more damage. Serenade? Nah, I'm not taking Serenade. Serenade's a weird weapon. It's fun to use, but there's 2 scrolls, a shop, and that's gonna be a cursed chest, I think, unless those are marked differently on the map, which I feel like they are. But I haven't seen the cursed chest here. That sucked. Teleports behind you. I can literally teleports behind you, unsheathes katana. Damn. Should I take it though? I don't know, I feel like grenades is safe for... I'm gonna just stick to doing that. Go, powerful grenade. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable damage boost. Damn, this is also a really sizable damage boost. Fuck you, game. Actually, I think that might have just been enough. And an S rank upgrade, which is why the damage boost was so much higher. Well, I fucked up that dodge. Yay, enclosed spaces. I shouldn't have bothered going in there. I'm not entirely certain why that happened. I guess my dash didn't come out before his, though it looked like I was starting it. It was, wasn't this a food shop? Or am I crazy? No, this wasn't one. Was there one? I thought there was. Probably just thinking of a different area entirely. Or maybe it's that shop. Sick. It's definitely not here. No, it's that way. There we go. Yeah, okay. I am crazy. I've used so much healing. Yeah, there was a food shop at Still Village. They are very rare. It would be weird for them to be weird for there to be one also in this map if there was one on the preceding one, but I mean, it can happen. But they're pretty rare. It's their, you know, stat boosts. Bonus damage on stun target. I'm just gonna go ahead and use up another one of these. The bonus damage to enemies covered in burning oil, but I would need... Okay, that spreads oil, and that... Okay, you know what? I can do that then. I just have to, grenade and brand. And then I get double damage with my sword. I was kind of hoping for just bonus damage on burning target, but technically this one's better if you have a good way to apply both oil and burning. Technically I burn things like constantly. Ah, that was me being stupid. That was also me being dumb. Ow. I forgot that you do that. I'm not actually sure how to avoid that. I can't do anything about that. That seems kind of rude. Well, that was a very messy fight, but I won. And in the end, that is all that matters. I think this is just how the boss goes. That shuriken throwing thing is just him being a dick because that's part of, or her, I don't know, whatever. Because that's just part of the fight. It's pretty much, I feel like that fight requires you to have a shield. Like, if you don't, you just will get hit because there's no way you can dodge all of those shurikens. It's possible the boss was just updated at some point, because that's how I remember doing it, but then I also haven't played on, like, low difficulty for a very long time. I almost did something stupid. This is the way to the DLC. I've been down here, but I haven't been through it yet, so this would be my first time going into an entirely new area, full of entirely new items. And because I have to go to sleep soon, or really should go to sleep soon, because I have shit that I have to do today, this will probably be the only time I'm coming into here for a while, at least until, you know, the next time I play the game. Floating fire, which may or may not be on stream. I think there's 2 new bosses, I believe. I know the queen is new, and then there's like one more boss in this area that's pirate captain or some shit. Here we go. Achievement. Oh, hey, it's one of the dudes. Wait, what? Ah, okay, I see. My health is a little low, it's true. I can just go ahead and heal, it's fine. Okay, is that a thing? That guy right there? Yes. Okay. That's a new thing. There's an item that is basically one of those guys, though I feel like it's not terribly strong, or maybe it's just because I didn't have a good upgraded one with decent mods. But it doesn't feel like a super strong weapon. Item, whatever. It's a pet, so it has the advantage of being autonomous. It just kind of seeks out enemies on its own. Ow. Those guys are fairly easy to dodge, though the area can make that a little more complicated than it needs to be, I think. Yeah, maybe. I would lose my, burning oil bonus and my dash through special move. But also, maybe just the roll attacks would give me massive damage increase over this, so I probably should just take it. Oh wait, what am I doing? I just take this. Also, because I get my health back from doing a roll through an attack and get critical hits after doing a roll, I should be able to. That's just kind of a better setup than what I had going. Yo! That's what we were waiting for. That is, in fact, what it is all about. It's been so long since I've had, like, a new item. That wasn't one of the, like, collab items, because those were also new when I got them relatively recently, because a lot of them were added, like, all at once. Ooh. Alright. The water here makes fire-based weapons kinda not the best. On the other hand, ice or lightning weapons would be enhanced here, I guess. Oh, if I S rank this, it would technically be a level higher, and so it should be better, but I'm gonna just take a look at what other options there are. Ooh, giant killer. Really wish you could put giant killer in your backpack. You can't. Technically, you can put your other weapon in your backpack and still be able to swap out, but you can't carry giant killer around with you and swap it out for your current weapon. Probably because that would make it really, really good, and you should, like, always buy it if you could. Because then I'd be able to just swap it out anytime I'm about to go into a boss fight and not have to deal with its fairly low normal attack damage. And just benefit from its absolutely insane critical hit multiplier. But, you know, it's like me missing how absolutely busted Necromancy was before. Before they capped the health regain to 50% of your maximum, every time you killed an enemy, you would get health back. And it was busted, and you took it on every single build, because why the hell wouldn't you ever? Unless you were, I guess, doing a run where you were, like, cursed as often as possible, which was also a thing. This area is pretty decent, though. I think, you know, this is fairly alright. It's got the breakable platforms around. And the enemies that, you know, make use of that. None of the enemies seem, like, awful to deal with. That said, I'm on a fairly low difficulty, so maybe that wouldn't be the case if I were playing on, you know, nightmare mode, for instance, instead of very hard. Interesting that I have an extra map piece, but that's probably just so that you don't have to kill, like, absolutely every enemy in the area looking for them. You probably need that rather... Oops, that's not what I want to do. You probably need that rather than most of the time with enemy drops like that. It's for, like, a key that is optional. There we go. Now I need to go down there to pick up that stuff. And there's a shop there at the end. And a thing for a key. A door, some might call it. Funny weapon. Doesn't do great damage, but it teleports you to the nearest enemy. It is really fun with the right other weapon. There's the lighthouse area. It just lets you move around really, really, really fast. Like, you can juke an enemy, run away from it, and then instantly teleport back to it. And it's pretty fun. Alright, so that thing, that key here. Forked key. I don't know it. I would hope it's here, because I can't think of anywhere else that would have been. Unless it's like, you know, one of those things where you need to go through a specific area before coming here to get the key, because that's been a thing for a long time. it's just a normal shop. Okay. Positioning made me think this might be something special somehow. Nah. Yeah, I don't need anything. I don't have the forked key. Wait. I see. Now I do. That's cool. It was a treasure map. And it actually pointed me to a special spot that got revealed after I got it. I wonder if that spot exists before you get the key. Or get the thing. Wow. Trident. So here's a weapon that exists. It's not as strong as mine because legendary is for some reason garbage. Let's see. Second attack is a charge that inflicts critical damage after a few moments. Interrupt it with the last attack to deal critical damage. So wait. Oh, okay. So, yeah, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Unfortunately, yeah, colorless items are garbage in this game. They used to be good. In fact, getting legendaries used to be like a big deal ages ago, back when you got legendary items for no-hit killing bosses and shit. You don't get those anymore. Instead, legendary quality is for some reason just really bad. Like a higher level version of a weapon that's legendary instead of S rank will have like lower stats than a +1 version. And it's real weird. Third attack throws the shark, rooting the enemy and causing it to bleed. Okay. It's green, so it won't fit our build, but let's take a look at it. Oh, wait, it's colorless. It's still, you know, technically doesn't fit the build because of, well, I mean, it could fit the build perfectly fine, I guess. I could use it for its root and stuff. Definitely an interesting weapon. Burning oil. Oil. Okay, yeah, we got that back. Big bonus damage. Lighthouse. Whoa. Oh, can't go that way. Anyway, boss arena, I guess. New boss. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. Huh. Oh, what the heck? Stray. What the fuck? Well, big damage. Yeah. Oh, it's not over. Yeah, I was gonna say that was very quick, but... Oh! That was... Okay. That was mean. Okay, I need to heal. Cool. I'm, kind of stuck. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that fight, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the area wasn't randomly generated, I think it would be better. But procedurally generated climb the tower of fire, I think is, not great. Design-wise. Ugh, I would do another run, but I have to sleep, because I have work and shit, and I work during the day now. As of today. So I'm gonna be done. And, you know, more sometime. I will, depending on when I get back from work, which I don't think is gonna be, it should be a pretty short day, honestly. Like, I should be home sometime around 3 or 4 my time, quite possibly earlier. Oh, I basically got my old job back. I'm going back to working at the gas station, but I'm working days because they don't have overnights anymore. I basically like walked in, said I wanted my job back, and they gave it to me. So I'm just going in to like do paperwork and shit. I'm probably not gonna be there for very long. I'm gonna hang around the store and like do some transactions or whatever just to get used to doing it again, and then I think my official working there again first scheduled day is like Saturday or something. In any case, I'm planning on maybe trying to do some stream after I got back, is what that all led up to me saying. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe the stream will be busy all day like it is anytime that I want to stream, and I won't be able to. Stay tuned to find out. I'm doing a thing with my hands that you can't see because it's on the other side of the screen. Yeah.